We found out a couple of lessons ago how the G major pentatonic that we've been working on can become a template for all of our major pentatonics around the neck. We've seen how it shows up in Amazing Grace, using the open D to the E on the 2nd fret, open G on the 3rd string, 2nd fret of that string, and open B. That song works its way down and ends on the open G. That's the root of the song. Will the Circle Be Unbroken uses the exact same notes and goes up to this D on the 2nd string, 3rd fret. So it goes one octave in the pentatonic from D, D, E, G, A, B, D. This is the 5th of the scale on the bottom, 5, 6, and root, 2, 3, and 5, coming back down, winding up on the open G again. Notice lots of O2, O2s. Worried Man Blues also starts on the 5th. Open 2, open 2. This train is also a G major pentatonic. It starts on the G. Rather than coming up to the G from the 5th, it starts right there. You see all the same licks though. 2nd fret open, 2nd fret open. That one got up to the open E on the 1st string. Down in the Valley was almost pentatonic. That lick's totally pentatonic with the open G and the A note, the open D and the E, up to a B note. The next phrase goes up and uses a C though. So it varies out of the pentatonic by that one note. The other ones we saw at Christmas time would use the pentatonic. Auld Lang Syne for New Year's did as well, again starting on the D, coming up to the root. And way up to the open E. Then our rock songs and pop songs also use the pentatonic. We saw that G lick in Sweet Home Alabama, and we saw a very similar lick in Wish You Were Here. Then we took this shape, 0 to 3, 0 to 2, 0 to 2, made a template of it so we can move it around the neck. If we wanted to play this in C, we'd go up 5 frets. So the G is at the 3rd fret, that's the root of the major, and we can move that to the 8th fret for the C note. Again, you want to be learning the notes on your guitar so you can move around and find your keys. So all the notes have been moved up 1/4 into the key of C there, so we have A, C, D, E, G, A, C, D, E, G, A, C. That's the 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6 in C. Often when I play the major pentatonic for you guys, I'll let you hear that little lick from My Girl, so you can recognize that we're in major. So all of the ideas that we took from G, open D, 2nd fret E, open G, 2nd fret A, open B, 3rd fret D, can be moved up to C. 5 and 7, 5 and 8. So Amazing Grace can be moved in here. Will the Circle Be Unbroken? Moving again from the 5th to the root, up to the 3rd, 5th up here. So we see this operating in both keys, where we come up from the 5th to the root, We can work our way up there, go higher to the third and back to the root, up to the fifth, back to the root, down to a fifth. Notice how those chord tones, and especially the fifths, become these cool endpoints that push you back toward the root. In each of these, we've been going up to the sixth as well, as we did in Auld Lang Syne. Fifth note, six. And we saw that as well in this train. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's the six. So those ideas then, which have become very strong compositional tools in folk tunes and hymns, because our voices hover around them, should inform your solos as well. You should be looking at the same kinds of ideas. In the key of C, you start on a C here. There's a nice C in our middle range, and a C up at the top. So like all those songs which ended on the root, our solos would want to hover back to the roots, but they can start on fives and come down to the root, up to the three, and back to the root, five, and back to the root, even the six. All of the notes are up for grabs, of course, in this scale, but what we tried to do when we first started to play in that scale was try to limit ourselves to a small area where you can pick up your phrases based on one or two notes, slowly expanding your horizon, testing the waters, getting further away, but making your way back. What doesn't make for a good solo is just covering the entire scale, top to bottom, top to bottom. You want to look for repetition and phrases the same way all of these songs have in the same scale. I'm going to try to limit myself to some of those ideas and just move around from the fifth up to the root, up to the third and back to the root in that scale. This is just going to be a generic background track in C. 1, 2, 3, 4.